Hello. When I'm not reading or cooking, which I will be later, or working on the business, this is how I relax. Jigsaw puzzles. What is he on about now? You're thinking, he's doing a jigsaw mush? Can you believe this? I believe firmly in meditation and getting your mind completely out of it so that your creative juices can flow. And I try and meditate about 10 minutes a day. I mean, to be honest, I'm on my own all day in my van and walking around, so I'm unconsciously meditating then. But meditation is quite a difficult thing to be able to get your head round. It's not easy. Try to sit down and think of nothing for 10 minutes. Just try it. It takes a while to get the hang of it. So a less labour intensive way of meditation I find is a jigsaw puzzle. So this is what I do, and I got into it probably about 6 or 7 years ago. When my dad died and I was spending quite a bit of time with my mum, she was a puzzle fiend. So I'd go around there on a Sunday or whatever, sit down, eat cake, drink tea and do jigsaw puzzles. And I noticed really quickly that I was getting some really good ideas coming forward when I was doing these jigsaws and just zoning out. So that's why, I mean, my wife bought me a jigsaw puzzle board for my birthday. It was my birthday about 10 days ago. I was 63. Happy birthday, bully. I like doing really difficult puzzles, but this one's quite an easy one. It's like a map of where I live, Portsmouth. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is I set myself little goals with what I want to achieve for the business. And I think it was about a year ago when I was off with my first hip replacement, I wanted to get because I'd always had Google accounts, but I never quite knew how to make them work, how to make them productive. So I really knuckled down. And over the last year, I've been focusing on developing my Google account for the business. And I've just got my head around it probably about last September. It all started to click. So I spent most of last year getting my head around my Google account and improving it and optimizing it and working out how to get it productive. So I got it, I can't think what the word's called now. You have to become, I can't remember what it is, but you've got to jump through a few hoops with your insurance and whatever, and prove that your business is legit, basically. So I did all that and got what I think is a nice Google account now, a nice profile. And then I wanted to learn how to make it productive. So you have to pay, you set a budget. And initially, I think I set my first budget last September about £25 a week. And that was picking up quite a few leads a week, but the map was wrong. It took me a long time to get my head around the map because you can literally zone in and itemize every area that you work in. So I look on my account now and all the blue shaded bit, it literally is every bit of Hampshire that we cover is on my area. So what happens when somebody in one of my areas clicks on Google and asks for a window cleaner, we're number one. Then I upped my budget to £36 a week, and I zoned in my search area, so I'm still getting probably about 7 or 8 leads a week, and I'm converting about 50% of them. So it's really been worth it. It's been a fantastic marketing asset, because when people want to know something, what do? You Google it or you YouTube it. So it stands to reason you have to have a Google account. It gave me such a buzz because I'd wanted to do it for a long time, but with so many other things you're trying to do, it just kept putting on the back burner. But then obviously, like I said, when I had my first hip replaced a year ago, I was sat on my arse, and I'm like for 6 weeks, and then back to work for a few months, and then 6 weeks off again with the other hip. So I've had a lot of time last year to get my head around the Google account, and it's worth doing. You've got to have it. If you're in business, you have to have a productive Google account. And it's such a buzz when you tap in an area and you're number one. Or you get people call you and they say, oh, I put in window cleaner and you were the first person that came up. So Google account, you have to get a Google account up and running and productive. It's second to none, awesome. Probably the best marketing tool that I've used. So I would say Google trumps everything. It's trumped the website, it trumps everything. You have to get a Google account. So your mission this year, right, especially with all these rainy days that we've got now, put your prices up, okay? You've got to be hitting that £50 an hour, right? So sometimes, as I previously mentioned, I'm only working 3 days a week. I'm doing 350 a day at 63 years of age with an 8 a.m. start, finishing at 3, right? So even when you're just cruising along for 3 days a week, your business is still sustainable, yeah? So then when you're back on 4 or 5 days a week in the sun, bang, 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 you're right on it. So then you're gonna have the opportunity to open your Hargreaves Lansdown account. You've got to open your Hargreaves Lansdown account or an online brokerage account of your choice, but I prefer Hargreaves Lansdown. That should be your master plan, right? So your window cleaning business produces an income, you draw a percentage of that profit from your income and offload it into investments in your Hargreaves Lansdown account. And that will build a future, a financial future for you and your family and your dependents. Because what it does, you're creating a financial legacy, especially if you start young enough. So you're building this huge cash cow within your investments, within your ISA and your SIP. And it's just growing and growing and growing. And then when you get to 55, you can start drawing down on it and giving you a monthly income. And if you structure it right, so that the percentage that you're drawing down doesn't eat into the investments, okay? You've got a cash cow. You've created a cash cow. You've got this huge snowball of money, this big lump of money that is growing, and it's paying you a monthly income in your monthly drawdown. So that this year should be your priority. Grow your business, put your prices up to get to that £50 an hour target. That's where you want to be, the optimum hourly rate, so that you can start to siphon off a lump of that and invest it within your Hargreaves Lansdown account. So that has got to be your mission. There's no point in starting a business if you're just gonna live to the financial level of that business and just piss it all away. You have to learn to make that money work for you. That money has got to be making money for you while you sleep. So that's what you've got to do. Make that your mission this year. Right, I'm going to start cooking me risotto in a minute, but leave me alone now for 20 minutes because I want to do a bit more with jigsaw. I'll see you later.